Welcome back to the Technology of Beauty, where I have the opportunity to interview the movers and shakers of the beauty business. And today is no exception, except we're in Austin, Texas, not beautiful Manhattan Beach, California, home of the Aesthetic Innovation Summit, which we had yesterday, and also the Aesthetic Society meeting here at the Convention Center in Austin, Texas. And today, I have the opportunity to interview JJ, who flew in from Tokyo for this meeting. Can you believe it? Welcome, JJ.
Welcome,
Thank you
Dr.
so
Stevens.
much
Thank you
for
so much
spending
for
some
having
time
me.
with us. I know everyone wants to talk to you. You're the hottest thing going in this meeting. So there are listeners and watchers right now on the Technology of Beauty. And in fact, please subscribe to the Technology of Beauty on YouTube. Thank you very much. Now, JJ, tell everybody, where are you from?
I am from Costa Rica,
Yep.
and I grew up in Costa Rica. Although my father is a plastic surgeon who trained in Paris in the 70s, so I also, lived in France for quite some time. French is my second language. And then later on in my life, I learned English, and that's why we're speaking here.
Yes, that's wonderful. So where did you go to school?
So, part of my schooling was done in France, and part of it here in the United States, in the University of Massachusetts.
Oh, interesting. And do you make your primary residence in Costa Rica?
Well, I'm not a physician.
Right.
I'm from a family of doctors.
Yes.
But I actually studied economics, and then I spent some time at MIT working on technology and innovation. So that's basically my background.
And I saw your talk yesterday. Were you the founder and were you the engineer, if you will, that designed the first breast implants that you have?
So I'm the founder. We actually started this in my parents' house.
In your garage, right?
Well,
Well-
not even the garage. My mom, said, I use the garage so you can have a couple of rooms so you can do your stuff.
Okay.
And that's what we did. And, I actually put together a group of amazing engineers. And, what I was giving them is like the why. Why are we doing, this new generation of implants? What is the purpose? And around that, I was guiding them through like what technology choices to make.
Okay. And so you had to the why, and you designed it. And then how long did it take before you became commercial?
Actually, from first idea to commercial, it was almost 7 years. So a lot of work went on this, a lot of thought, and eventually we were able in 2010, only to be able to go to market late that year.
And did you always call them Motiva?
Yeah, from day one, and it comes from motivation, meaning we wanted to create a brand that was closer to women consumers. Not really for the surgeons. We work with the surgeons, but we're very clear why we're doing this. And that's why one of the most important things about, the company I founded is that I founded a women's health company dedicated to, breast aesthetics and breast reconstruction, but we're a women's health company.
Excellent. Do you have areas outside of the breast that you're working with in terms of women's health?
Part of what we were talking about yesterday is how we're opening up this new world of biosensors.
Mm-hmm.
So making breast implants, breast health devices, is one of our main objectives. Because once you put a sensor inside a breast implant, then you can start gathering all this data. And, with AI, we can use all of that data and start creating patterns that we can link to clinically relevant matters. And that's where all of this is going.
That's super exciting. So let's go back. So you commercialized, and then what was the first country you were approved in?
So actually, we started in Latin America and very quickly in Europe.
Okay.
And, when you're from a country like Costa Rica, it's so small that it's super easy to go international. It's not like in the United States where companies really start here and then it takes a long time to go abroad. We were the other way around. Actually, the last country we got approved in is right
America.
here in
We're
the
going to
United
get to
States.
that.
So it was very interesting because, at the beginning, what we did is we said, the main reason for reoperations in breast procedures is capsular contracture and rupture.
Yep.
So our first generation of technology was made specifically to address those two things. And, we created this new surface technology. We created a new foundation for the implant. And now, 14 years later, when you look at our FDA data that we released today at 5 years, when you look at our 14-year data from the international market, we have reduced those complications to less than 1%. So we feel very proud about that because it means that our design was able to have clinical relevance enough to make a difference in women's lives.
So I want to repeat that for everyone. So the capsular contraction data and the rupture data is less than 1% over 5 years or 14?
5 years.
5 years.
In the FDA study.
Right.
14 years with OUS data.
Same number, 1%, less than 1%.
Less than 1%.
Which is truly remarkable. Congratulations. Now, you've been approved in America.
Yes, sir.
The United States. Are there any limitations or restrictions? Can patients go to their plastic surgeon, board-certified plastic surgeon, and have a breast augmentation with Motiva implants?
Well, one of the most important things, and that we're very proud of, and coming from a family of plastic surgeons, we only work with board-certified plastic surgeons. We're very proud of that. And we got approval first for the aesthetic indications, and this year we're going to get to the 3-year data on reconstruction, and with that we hope to gain approval for breast reconstruction for next year.
Excellent. Fantastic. Well, we wish you well. It's been so great to see you. Your presentation yesterday was fantastic. I was moderating the panel that he was on breast implants, and I look forward to working with you, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. And one of the key things I think from yesterday for us was also to present what's coming.
Yes.
Which is all this minimally invasive world that we are creating. Minimally invasive has always changed surgical specialties, and we think it is time for plastic surgery to go true minimally invasive in breast aesthetics and of course in breast reconstruction eventually, when and if possible. So we've been working on minimally invasive now for 12 years, and a couple of years ago we were able to basically release the first version of it. It's called Mia Femtech, and you can basically do a 1 to 2 cup breast augmentation, we call it breast harmonization, in less than 15 minutes with local anesthesia, with basically an immediate back to daily lifestyle.
Is that approved in the United States?
Not yet, but it's coming. And I think that's one of the most exciting things for the U.S. is that this market has been starving for innovation. And what we're going to see over the next few years is this super cycle of innovation, because we're going to be able to bring things that are already in the international market. Breast tissue preservation is one of the best things that we've been working on. So breast tissue preservation procedures, and then minimally invasive. So they're going to be coming back to back to the U.S.
Fantastic. We look forward to seeing more and hearing more about it.
Yes.
Take care.
Thank you.
Safe travels. Thank you for coming from Tokyo.
Thank you. Take
Enjoy
care.
Austin.
Thank you.